sure. That's one thing that I did notice when I go over there is a lot of the big guys, they want to play football. They don't have any other sport to play, so they do try to play soccer or be a goalie in soccer. But yeah, so I do, because all the big guys, man, they deserve an opportunity to play sports. I think football is the sport for us.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about the World Cup? Like, we're talking about soccer and stuff. How have you seen the World Cup? Have you seen it at all? Have you watched the games? I've
been watching spurts of it, right? Different little highlights. I haven't watched the whole game. I am, because of what's going on right now with the World Cup and things like that, I am starting to get into it. This is probably the most soccer I've watched, probably in my life. But yeah, I mean, shout out to the USA, man. I'm not sure if they're still in it or not, but
unfortunately,
they are.
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, they're not. Okay, well, that lets you know how much I've been watching it. But yeah, so definitely wanted the USA to go as far as they could. But there was a really good game not too long ago. It was like Cape Verde and Argentina. Yeah, that was a really good game. Watched that while I was over in Hawaii, so that was a really good one.
Yeah. Well, let's get back into football.
Let's do it.
I was thinking about what takes away from somebody if they are just strength and they have no technique. Bless you. They have no technique and no good mentality, and they're just strong and they're big.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's a really good question because I think about when I was in college, right? We had this one player. He was a defensive lineman. I mean, this dude can bench the house, right? Squat the world, right? It's like you look at the bar and it's like no more, you can't put any more weight on there, right? But when you get out on the field, the strength doesn't matter, right? If you can't utilize that strength onto the field, if you can't translate it, I mean, you could bench whatever you want, and if you can't utilize it, then it really doesn't matter. So your technique is definitely important, but if you can match both of them, if you can mesh both of them with your technique and your strength, I mean, bro, that's a cheat code, right? Because if you're powerful and you still have the technique to play and to do your thing, I think that's a cheat code, man, especially with leverage and different things like that. So you definitely want to utilize both, but I'll definitely take technique over strength.
So I feel like this is going to be a little bit of a different question. Everyone's heard of undersized linemen. Do you think there's oversized? Because we've played with some pretty tall dudes, but do you think there's dudes that are too tall?
I think at some point you may have to kind of cap it. You don't want no guy that's you may have some 6'9" guys that's able to kind of, get through it. But I think the main goal is making sure that guys can move. Like if you're able to move and you're agile, you're powerful, you can come off the ball, you can, gain your leverage and things like that. I mean, I don't think you can be too tall. Obviously if you're 7 feet, 6'9", things like that, you might as well just go play basketball or something.
Well, Rocco was talking about the short undersized lineman. How did it look like in the recruiting process in colleges and the NFL?
Yeah,
with the small lineman.
How do you think it affects you?
Yeah, how do you think it
affects players?
Yeah, I think in this day and age it's a little different. I think a lot of these colleges are looking for the 6'5" guys and 6'6" guys, right? And they don't understand. They may have some guys at 6'3", 6'2", right, 6'1", that may be some gems. They're just missing out on it because, they look good, right? That 6'5", 6'6" kid, when you see him and you walk in, you're amazed. You're like, oh, man. But my whole thing is turn on the film, right? But it does affect you, right? As far as in your recruiting. But, there's a school out there for everyone. Right, you think about some of the guys who, are shorter guys, right? The Willie Lampkins, who now is playing, who's in the NFL right now. He was 5'10", right? And he's stoning people, right? Dominating. You think about one of the guys that I work with actually, and it's crazy. He's with the Dolphins, DJ Campbell. But I had DJ Campbell throughout high school, throughout the Under Armour camps, and so DJ is maybe 6'2", and so he's always been a guy who everyone has always been a guy where you feel like you have a chip on your shoulder. Right, you have Lawrence Seymour, who I've been working with since high school. He's at Texas right now, right, 6'2". So you just have to have that chip on your shoulder, if you're a shorter guy.
Mm-hmm. You also just mentioned the film, right? Mm-hmm. When you turn on the film, what do you look for in the person's technique and stuff?
Yeah. So I mean, when it comes to technique, I mean, you're looking at his foot speed, right? In pass pro, you're looking at his explosive movement. You're looking at is he getting his feet in the ground quick? You're looking at, how strong are his hands, right? Is he powerful when he's coming off? When he's striking guys, is the guy head moving back? And the funny thing that I learned from Coach Mo when I was, doing my thing in the college world was he would turn on. If you were a left tackle, he would turn on the left guard film and he would watch the left tackle on the other guy's film, right? Because that truly shows the type of person you are on the day-to-day, right? Because you have to think about it. I'm watching the highlight. Of course you're going to look good, right? It's your highlight, right? But I want to see plays where, you may be tired, right? Or it may be something where, you give up a sack or give up you give up something, right? How do you respond to that? So a lot of times I want to watch the game as well. Like I want to watch the full game. I want to see how you respond when certain things happen.
Got you.
Sorry. Wait, you're
good.
Like, I just realized in the email to the coaches, is it recommended to just put like a 10-minute video clip, or like the 10-minute video clip and like the whole film of the different games that are in?
Nah, so you have to think when you're creating your highlight tape, right, and you're sending it out. Like I'm not watching a 10-minute video, right? You got to think about it. Like I'm getting thousands of kids sending me film or highlights. So 5 minutes, 3 minutes, right? You literally have a minute to a minute 30 to catch their attention, right? So you have to make sure that when you're putting your film out there, you create your highlights, those first 3 to 5 plays have to be pure dominance. Like you have to show everything that you can within those 3 to 5 plays, right? Because you only have their attention for a minute, right? So that's how you have to kind of build your highlight.
Mm-hmm. So these are just kind of some like preference questions.
Okay.
What do you think you preferred more like throughout your like time playing? Pass rush, run plays? Like what do you prefer?
Yeah, definitely run plays. Pass pro is cool. But it's me going backwards, right? When you think about run game and being able to move a person that does not want to be moved, right? That person across from you, that defensive lineman, literally does not want to be moved, and for you to take him and displace him and move him back 3-4 yards, that's the best feeling in the world. And just knowing that he can't do anything about it, I think that's the best feeling.
Got you. And then, what do you think the best player you ever played against was?
Best player I ever played against. Man, I played against some really good guys. I mean, I think Jadeveon Clowney was one. Shane Ray, I think, was another. And Shane Ray wasn't a big dude. He was maybe 6'1", maybe 6'2", but he was just so fast. I like he was one of those speedy guys that just kept giving me problems. So I think those two guys were probably the best.
So do you also think they were the most? See, for me, a D lineman that I hate blocking are the kinds that I hate blocking are the short, fat ones that are super strong.
Yeah.
So what do you have like when you specifically hate blocking, like finesse or strength or what?
Yeah. I think it depends, right? If I'm run blocking, I'll take a finesse guy. if I'm in pass pro, I'll take a strong guy, right? Because especially if he's a guy who just like purely want to just try to bully you, right? If he's trying to bully me, I mean, like I'm gonna work on bullying you back, right? So it's gonna be a bully versus bully, and if he's not working any moves, then he's dealing with me for those 3 to 4 seconds anyway. But I definitely agree, man. Those short, like stout guys are definitely hard to move in the run game. And sometimes, man, when you line up, it's gonna be a long game, so you gotta put your big boy pants on and be ready to go.
So, say you're a college coaching in the recruiting process. Would you rather take an offensive lineman that has the size, has the strength, but lacks certain parts of his mentality, maturity, understanding plays, or would you rather take a guy that's maybe shorter, maybe around 6'1", 6'2", not one of those 6'5" guys that are 300, maybe around 270, but understands the game very well, understands that he needs to play with aggression and strength and all of that?
Yeah, so I mean, as far as with recruiting, I think it all depends. I think it all depends on what that coach is looking for, right? And just to kind of go back to Sebastian's question earlier, as far as what recruiting, what guys are looking for, when you're sending your stuff to schools, sending your highlights out, do your homework on the type of guys that they're recruiting, and go to their roster and look at their roster, right? If you see nothing but 6'5", 6'6" guys, I mean, and even their center is 6'5", I mean, that's a little tough, right? So you have to kind of do your homework and see the type of measurements these guys are recruiting when going through the recruiting process. But yeah, so I think it's all preference as far as, do I want to take a short guy, small guy? But you definitely want to take a guy that knows the game, right? Because that's what's going to get you on the field, sooner. So when you go to college, I mean, if we're all in the same playing field, the one who knows the playbook and understands the playbook and can dissect the playbook, that guy's going to play. I don't care if I'm more talented than him, but he's going to play because the coach can trust him, right? Coach knows that when he gets in the game, he's not going to mess up, right? Rather than taking a guy who's talented and 50-50, he may know the play or he may not know the play, right? So it really comes down to trust, because those guys are getting paid a lot of money to make sure that they're putting the best products on the field.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
To come off of what you were just saying, what type of guy would you rather have? A guy that he messes up on the play and then he just stands there like I messed up, I can't do anything about it, or a guy that messes up, like he gets the wrong block, I don't know, he's supposed to block linebacker, he blocks the D tackle.
Yeah.
And he finish it through and pancakes him or something like that. Who would you rather choose?
Yeah, I mean that's that right there is pretty simple, because the reason why I say that, because even if you're blocking the wrong guy, sometimes guys don't know if you're blocking the wrong guy, right? So if you're blocking the wrong guy, or you mess up or go the wrong way, you better go hit someone with a different color jersey, right? You better go find work. That was one of the phrases that we used to use. Go find work, right? Like, if you mess up, okay, there's nothing you can do about that, right? But the worst thing you could do is mess up on a play and just stand there, right? And just kind of look around. So you mess up on a play, go find work, right? Somebody could be blocked, right? And you never know. That bad play or that wrong block can turn into a good block, right? If you go downfield and find some work.
My coach said something like that. He said, if you're going to mess up 100%. Exactly.
100%. Yeah.
Same here. My coach said something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because it's true. Like, if you're gonna mess up, that's fine. Like, coach, he's gonna chew you out anyway. So if he chew you out, you might as well, go hit somebody and then go get chewed out. So definitely go find work.
So you played tackle, obviously, in college. You said you played guard in high school. How did you feel about plays where you got to pull?
Yeah, so actually, I played tackle in high school. I played guard spring, right? So my spring, that's the only time I actually played guard in high school. Then everything else was tackle.
Okay.
Then when I got to college, same thing, all tackle. And then my senior year, I did spring at guard and then moved back to tackle. And then when I got to the league, it was all guard and center. But yeah, pulling, you know, I man, listen, pulling for me, I loved it because, you know, what I always try to do is make sure that I adjusted my stance to where they didn't know I was pulling, right? So I tried to make everything look the same. So even if I were pulling, they did not know. So it was always, you know, kind of like a surprise. You know, I think the worst thing about center is like when, you know, you have those like knucklehead, meathead type of like divas and ends that just don't care and they just coming. And I think that's the worst thing. You know, that's like a collision. But, you know, outside of that, man, pulling is the best, man. Especially when you have a big play.
You said you played tackle all your career almost. Huh? Did you play just one side, or were you like one side dominant, or did you were versatile and just play both sides?
Yeah, so only played left tackle in my whole career. Only played left tackle. I love the left side. No offense to on my right side guys. But actually, I actually went to right guard. I actually played, you know, multiple positions inside. You know, when I got to the NFL, you know, I had to play right guard, I had to play center, I had to play left guard. So that's when that versatility started to kind of happen.
Looks like it's paid.
Yeah. But I encourage young players to play all 5 positions, man, if you're able to, you know, because you just never know.
Yeah. So if somebody, I don't know, like let's say he likes to play the left side and he gets put on the right side, and you haven't adapted yet,
Yeah.
what would you teach somebody or tell them? You have to, you know, do this and do that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really about them getting comfortable because, you know, to an average person, they would be like, man, listen, how hard is it to go to left to right? And if you haven't done it, you know, it's tough, right? It's like telling somebody who's left-handed to right with their right hand, right? It's tough. You have to continue to learn and continue to do it over and over and over to build that confidence. And it's the same thing when you're talking about moving from the left side to the right side or vice versa. You know, you just have to continue to get into that stance, continue to feel the power, continue to feel what it's like moving, right? So it's just a continuous process of just working it, right? Just figuring out what you did on the dominant side and try to mimic that as much as you can on the opposite side.
Yeah.
I ran out of questions.
That was a good answer.
I saw are we still recording? Oh, I saw it's like a speed round, right, that you guys have?
What do you mean?
On the paper. It's like a speed round. Whereas like I have to choose college or NFL. That it's like quick questions.
Like a ping-pong.
Yeah.
Like what?
Oh.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh no, right here. Let me see. Yeah, this lightning round. I like that.
Gotcha.
Where is that?
Let me see.
Okay, that's
Right
these two.
It's like quick, right? It's like
It's
boom,
like a
boom,
quick,
boom.
like,
Yeah.
like a ping-pong.
Here, wait, can we? What do we?
Like type of college?
Nah, so you just ask like NFL or college, and I got to choose one. And then you ask, you know, film study or weight room. I have to choose one.
Gotcha.
It's like
Okay.
a speedy.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
All right, bet.
We cut here and start again.
Okay.
So, are we gonna do the by the names?
By the names, what do you mean?
So like you do NFL college, I do morning workouts. I do strength and technique.
Like a director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Well, thank you for answering my question. I have a little game we can play. It's a lightning round. You tell us. We ask you a question, and you tell us
What you
either
prefer.
or. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you. What would you rather choose, NFL or college?
College.
College.
Mm.
Rocco.
Morning workouts or night workouts?
Morning.
Film or study, or studying the other people.
says film and weight room.
Film or weight room? I'm sorry.
So I go ahead, ask the question.
Film or weight room?
I'll say film.
Strength or technique?
Technique.
A favorite NFL player?
Favorite NFL player? Larry Allen.
Best football movie?
Ooh, that's a good one. Remember the Titans.
Oh, that's cool. Favorite cheat meal?
Favorite cheat meal? Smash burgers.
Smash burger.
Who's winning the Super Bowl this year?
Ooh, I would not be surprised if the Rams. Goddamn, wouldn't be surprised.
I have an extra one.
Also Seahawks too. I wouldn't be surprised if they went back.
How would you feel about Aaron Donald coming back if he would?
I think that'd be the greatest thing, the greatest comeback, anyone has ever seen. For sure.
Best brand?
Best brand? Dang. I have to say Under Armour.
Has to.
Yeah.
Favorite fast food place?
Favorite fast food place? Jeez, that's a good one. I may have to say Five Guys.
There you go.
Favorite show or movie?
Favorite show or movie? Oh man. I probably have to say Friday.
Right.
Yeah, Friday. As far as with a movie, as far as with the show, I would have to say maybe Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah.
Well, that's all I got.
That's all I got.
There we go.
How much time did we get on that?
You have 30 minutes here, and at the beginning, 15. So
It's good, right?
that's good. It's amazing.
And then we got to close out, right?
Yes, close with the sponsors. Invite, ask him for his social. How the people contact
Yeah.
you. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Okay. But you want to say that or I don't want to say it?
Everyone, no, he's going to say it.
No, but like you ask, who asks him
What do you mean?
to ask for
We're going to say
socials?
thank you for our sponsors, PowerUP Studios Weston, Vivian, and thank you. Shout out to Crafting Lineman. You can
So,
find him
Coach,
at...
how the people found you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we ready?
Yeah, right.
All right, 3,
2,
1.
go.
Shout out PowerUp Studios Weston for allowing us to record today. Sebastian,
Shout out Kyle Event for helping us, record today. And this was an amazing episode.
shout out Crafting Lineman.
Shout out Crafting Lineman.
Where can they find you, Coach?
Yeah, man. So you can find me on Instagram, crafting_lineman. X is crafting lineman. I have TikTok, but don't really use it as much, but that's crafting lineman as well. Or you can email me, craftinglineman@gmail.com.
I suggest it. It's amazing practices. It's amazing atmosphere. It's run very well, and you can have fun, but it's a very serious practice. And yeah,
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
thank you
today,
for joining
Coach.
us.
Yeah, we have practice tomorrow too, fellas.
Gotcha.
What time?
2.
11 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday.
Okay.
Wait, didn't you just say 2?
Thank you for being here, Coach. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Coach.
You have anything to say?
Appreciate that, Rocco.
You have anything else to say?
Shout out these two young men, man. Doing something, out of their comfort zone, right? And they're doing it early as well. So, it's only a matter of time before this thing blow up and continue to grow and get real, get big. And especially in this day and age with social media being big and the linemen not really getting as much love as they should. These guys are putting on for the linemen right now, man. And, shout out to these guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
And again,
Oh,
thank you for having us.
And
Or,
shout out
yeah,
to
you.
PowerUp. All right. Shout out.
Thank you. Amazing, guys.
Oh, Rocco, you started the ending so AI. You were like,
You
this is better. This is-
Yeah.